Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this big size school bag. It can also be used as a travel backpack. So if this is something you would like to see, please stay tuned to the channel. Let's go straight to the tutorial. So as you can see, I have my POS here. This is because I wanted to show you the design I was actually recreating. It's not a freestyle design from my head. A client actually sent me this picture and she was like she wanted the two sets and she wanted the design as well. So after sorting for materials, we decided to settle for that LV leather that is white and black, and then we also decided to get a plain black material. So this is just me. I have cut out some of my materials in advance, some of the body of the bags in advance, because that bag, honestly, I had to do a lot of off camera work before I just decided to just make a tutorial about the video so that you guys will also watch and learn from it. It actually it actually cost me 2 years, not 1 year, 2 years to actually make the two bags, both the big bag and the small bag, because of the design. So this is the main body of the backpack. This is the back. I cut it out at 15 by 13 inches, while this one that you're seeing is the pattern for the front. I cut it at 13 by 11 inches. The reason is because I'm going to be adding the other design on top of the half, on top of this one. So if you remove 15 inches from 11 inches, sorry, from 15 inches, you'll be left with 4 inches. So I decided to cut an extra leather of 9 inches, 9 inches, so that I'll be able to get this design I am actually going for. So I had to overlap the leather. So I decided to cut a leather of I think 7 inches, not 9 inches. Yes, I got a leather of okay, it was 8 inches. Please don't mind what you are seeing here. My tape doesn't have 1 inches, so you'll be seeing wrong measurement. So I'll just be telling you what to do. So it's better you follow what I am saying rather than what you are seeing in the picture. So I added 8 inches in length and of course 13 inches in width. So this is me marking out the 4 inches that is going to be the extension on top. I said I cut the other one at 11 inches, right? So I'm marking out the 4 inches so that I will know all the way from where I am going to be doing the design. So this is just me trying to mark out that 4 inches. So after marking it out, I went ahead and connected the lines, as you can see. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do now is to use the phone to trace out the pattern. I wanted it to be as close to each other as possible, as close to the design as possible. It took me a lot of time because I am not an artist. I am just a bag maker. But sometimes you have to be an artist. Oh God. I love bag making, honestly. I love bag making because in bag making, it will just give you the opportunity to be even who you are not. And what you are not, join. Okay, so I was just turning the bag up and down. I just went ahead and I'm just drawing. Eventually I got the design. When I got the design, I went and just place it on top each other. I am making sure that the extension, the line that I draw, I'm placing the extension on the extension. Then I went ahead and sew it. Then I went ahead and cut it out. So I just arrange it very well. Please, very, very essential you don't sew after the line so that the bag will not go and short. So I went ahead and trim off the excess. So I was left with this. As you can see, design came out well though. So the next thing I went ahead and do now is to just give the front and the back a curve. This is just to not give it a rectangular shape when we are making the bag. So I just went ahead and just give it a curve like this. Make sure the curve of the front and back are equal, and I just went ahead and gave it a trim. So after I was done with that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to work on the front pocket. So as you can see, it has two front pockets. One has a design and one doesn't have a design. And the measurement for the pocket is 5 inches by 8 inches. So the overall body will determine the amount of width or height of your bag. If you're making a smaller bag, of course the pockets will be smaller. But if you want to make a calculation on how to actually get your pocket and the right inches to use for your pocket, this one, what I did is I removed 1 inches from both sides, and I also removed 1 inches from the middle. So that is total of 3 inches. So if you remove 3 inches from 13 inches, you are left to play around with 10 inches. So I divided that 10 inches into two, and I used it to cut out the width of each pocket. And the length of the pocket is 8 inches. That's because I wanted the pockets to be long. So this is me. I've already made my curves on the up and the down of the pocket like this. This is just me measuring it round. So I went down by 5 inches. As you can see, this pencil marking is a 5 inches that I went down from the top. That is where the zipper is going to start, and that is where it's going to end. So when I measure it round, what I get, I'll use it to cut out 1 inches. Then I'll measure the bottom and I'll use it to cut out 2 inches. So I went ahead and cut out a 5 inches this white material that I'm going to be using for the design. Of course, we have to do another art again. So I picked my POS as well, and I just decided to just retrace what I saw the on the bag. And I am just trying my best to just get the design the way it is. I'll still go ahead and sew it just like the way I did the previous one, and I'll also cut off the excess so that the shape will come out in place. So for the zipper side of the pocket, like I said, I am going to be cutting one part of the zipper side at 1 inches and the other part at 2 inches. So the one that is holding 1 inches is the one I'm going to be sewing a zipper to before I now join it to the one of the 2 inches. So after I was done joining everything, I am just making notches so that I will know the center and where to start from. So I will join the zipper side to the pocket like this, and I'll just go ahead and sew it round. So if your dimensions are right, you will not have excess or shortage. But I would advise you have excess rather than shortage. So anything you measure, make sure you had 1 inches for stitching allowance. So when I was done, this is what the pocket looks like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to start drawing my lines. It is very, very essential you draw your lines on the main body of the bag so that you don't make mistake while putting your pocket. So this is just me going out by 1 inches. Remember I told you I removed 3 inches. So this is now me maintaining those things that I removed. So I went out by 1 inches on both sides. I'm going to go out by 1 inches on both sides. Then I will go out by half inches on the bottom. I want it to be half inches on the bottom. So this is just me trying to make sure what I'm measuring is correct. So please just watch and see how to go about this, because if you don't understand, it will be a little bit complicated, but if you do understand, it will just be a breeze. Any backpack you want to do that has a compartment, most especially if it's not large compartment, this is almost the way to go about it. So it's very, very essential you just watch and see how to go about it. So I went out by half inches on the bottom like this, then I also went out by half inches on both sides like I said. So now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is you just do this thing that I'm doing like this, just to get the edges to as in it to serve as a starting point for me, because I cannot come and be more notching it again. But if it's convenient for you to notch it, you could notch it. I just hope you understand what I'm saying. So if you notch it, it means you have to be measuring the middle of the markings you have on the leather. But if you do it this way, you don't have to be looking for any what's it called, any middle. So after I was sure that the markings are right, I went ahead and measured the to confirm the width of the pocket again. So from that 1 inches I mark, I started marking the 5 inches for the pocket. I just hope you understand what I am saying. I just hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is just me trying to complete the marking, so that I am going to be drawing a complete box on the leather, so that when I am sewing, I am going to be sewing on the box, not freestyle sewing. No, I am going to be sewing on the line that I draw. That way the bag will not come out bent. That way I am not going to chop unnecessary space. That way I wouldn't have to be losing. That way I would avoid mistake. So this is how to go about it. So you measure the width of the bag. So this is just me measuring it and connecting my line. So after you measure the width, you go ahead and measure the height as well. I am not forwarding this place because I want you to understand. I made a lot of bags with pockets like this, but I did not give a perfect explanation, and I know it will be hard for a beginner. So if you're a beginner, please thank me specially. You're welcome in advance. So I went ahead and measured the width. So as you can see, you are seeing the box. Even from the way I am marking it like this, you are seeing the box. You are seeing the box that I drew. So, and that is what I am going to be following to sew down the two pockets. I am going to be following the box the markings on the leather to sew the two pockets. So it's very, very essential you watch this place over and over again, so that you would understand. So this is just me placing it, and I'll place the second one as well, and I'll just go ahead and stitch it. So thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you are just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do where to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys. So as you can see, our pocket is in place already. Everything has come out beautiful. Now the next thing to do is to of course decide how long you want your zipper to be. So I went ahead and measured how long I want my zipper to be. The measurement of the zipper is determined by you, of course, and the width I am using 3 inches in width. So I am just this one is an illustration of how long I want the zip to be. And now, since I am not going to be measuring it round, this is what I am going to do. I've already cut out the way I want it to be, but I just decided to show you guys. So I already make a demarcation from the upside, half inches from the pocket. Then I went ahead and measured it this way, all round from this pocket to the other pocket. Then I went ahead and measured straight down like this. Now I'm not measuring across, I'm just measuring straight down, and everything I got is what I cut here. I put the zipper on the other side, and I put the extra one I measured on this other side. I did not put the bottom side. This is because the bottom is different. The bottom is going to be different. So this is me making my notches to get the middle, and I'm also making the notches on the zipper side as well to get the middle. Then I'll just start stitching. I like starting my stitches from the middle, so that even if there is any extra, I would know what I'll, it will be easy for me to cut it off rather than getting an extra in the middle. So this one is just the top handle. You could freestyle this one. There's no particular measurement. You could omit it, because I wanted to omit it, but I just decided to just follow the actual thing I'm recreating. So after I was done sewing, this is what it looks like. As you can see, the front of our bag is already coming together. I'm so sorry I did not show how I put the handle on the back of the bag, but I have a lot of tutorials on how to go about it. So I'm going to put the link in the description box so that you'll be able to watch it and know how to go about the handle in the back of the bag, in case you don't know how to do that. Now, to get to the bottom of the bag, this is just me making my measurement. So I measured. Please, like I said, my tape no correct. Sorry. So what you get is what you cut. So I got 13 by 4 inches. 13 inches by 4 inches, and that is what I cut, and I went ahead, I sew it round. Please make sure you make a notch on the middle of this and the middle of your main body, so that you will be able to sew it without making any mistakes. So when I was done sewing, this is how lovely the back of the bag looks like. So I just went ahead and turned it to the right side, and the bag came out beautiful. And I showed it to the client, and she was pleased. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'll remain the big one." So guys, I'm going to put the link of the big one, the big travel bag, in the description box of this one, so that you'll be able to watch it and see how I went about the design of that bag as well, and how I was able to join the two patterns together. So guys, please, if you enjoyed this tutorial, feel free to give me a thumbs up and also say something nice in the comment section. Please feel free to share my channel to your family and loved ones, to your friends, and even passerby, so that they too will watch the tutorials from the channel and also learn from it. If you're an expert or a beginner, or you want to start bag making, or you don't know where to start from in bag making, start from my channel. Thank you guys for watching once again. I love you so much. I love you so much. You guys are so wonderful. You guys are so wonderful. So if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on the channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys, and I promise you would want to always come back to the channel. This is how lovely the bag looks, and this is the final, and that is like everything about this tutorial. See you guys in my next one. Bye for now.